Well, this will be take two from the last video I did. The first one, I guess this is the second one. So today I don't feel really a lot motivational, but it's just one of those days where you're just having a little bit off, like you're not feeling it positive, but it's just one of those days that it's gonna happen. It's since you wake up, ever since you wake up, you could tell right away, like if your mood, it's a little different, your energy is a little different. So to me this morning, it felt like a little off. Like you just gotta put your best face to it, your best attitude. What I do for sure is it's like I wake up and I'll read my Bible verse. Be grateful for my family, for my kids, and that I get to wake up another day. It's I think it's the mentality that you gotta have, that it's not always gonna be like things aren't always gonna be lined up and you're on your way, go your way. It's one of those things that I'm committed to, because to me, that's my strong foundation. It's God, and then anything after that comes. Sure, there's other things where you can do to try to improve yourself. For me, for example, it's like working out, and it's after a workout I feel better, my mind is better, I can see a little, I feel more calm, like everything, it's a little easier to see, like more clear, and that's one of the things that I can do to improve, like, as you could say the flesh, it's like sometimes you could be too impulsive on certain things and on your feelings, and sometimes it leads to like no positive actions. Like it's happened to me, but I think it's some of those things, like when you are aware, and that's one of the things that on the podcast that they talk about, and I'll give you again a reference of Jay Shetty, and then Tony Robbins too. They talk a lot about awareness, and once you become aware of the things that trigger something negative, then at that point you have this choice. You can turn the switch on to either react negatively or positively, and once you're aware, you're self-aware of what the situation or what causes you to react that way, is just a game changer. It's done it for me, like just one of those things that you just gotta work on it every day. It's not easy, but the more you practice it, like they talk about, it's like a muscle. Once you start practicing it every time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and just keep going, you're just gonna get better at it. You're just gonna get better at it, and that's like with anything else. The more you practice it, it's gonna come like second nature. And they talk a lot about like conscious and subconscious, and I'm still trying to grow. I'm still trying to discover like a lot of things, but it's a working. I think, like I said on the first video, it's a work in progress, self-growth. By any means, I think I forgot to say anything about in the last video. Like, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not anybody. I'm just a guy that is trying to, in a way, motivate, uplift people, because sometimes it's just hard, and sometimes life's not easy. But hopefully you could catch a thing or two from this video again, and then if you have, if you really want to look deeper, because I'm just starting off, but you could look into Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty. They talk a lot about, like, Tony Robbins he's like like a choice. He was one of the motivations that what do I want to do, and then just, you know, life's too short. And Jay Shetty, he's also a motivation for me to starting this sort of platform where you know, I'm out there where it's not my first video or second video, whatever. It's maybe no views, or it's not gonna be pretty, you know, but the main point is you just gotta start somewhere. It's gonna be raw, it's gonna be ugly, like you said, but you just gotta start somewhere. And that's where I find myself today, like just doing it. You just gotta start somewhere. So with this, I'll leave you guys. Hopefully you can take a thing or two, and then, like I said, look up Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty, and just keep going one day at a time.